The fjords and coastlines of Norway have some very distinctly carved erosion. We are going to figure out the exact forces that are responsible for every type of carving that has been done to these rock surfaces. But in order to fully understand it, we have to also study the amazing erosion that's on the granite of the Sierra Nevadas in California, and on the bedrock of Ontario, Canada. Because all the same features are also found here, and they offer an eye-opening correlation. Now, I couldn't do this without the incredible work put forth by the Canadian scientists that run the channel called Geodoxa. So I ask all of you to go follow Geodoxa on YouTube and comment erosion of Earth so they know I sent you. I'm just riding their coattails here and expanding their findings to more areas around the world. They keep it just as catastrophic as I do. Crescent forms are a type of streamlined erosion that can be found around the world and are typically associated with glacial landscapes. Learning how they formed can allow us to understand the perfectly carved grooves in these areas, especially when they begin suddenly. So how do they form? There was an experiment where water flowed fast over plaster of Paris, and the same crescent forms were carved. But how does fluid motion actually do this? In this model, these gray tubes represent vortices that spin up from the downstream end. This is called a reverse eddy. Think of this horizontal turbulence just as energy that distorts the flow path, just as transverse waves are energy that distorts the flow path into a sinusoidal wave. Both forms of energy are independent from fluid motion. This means they can travel downstream, stay in the same place, or even move upstream. Now, some of these reverse eddies are streamlined into parabolic shapes. A change in the terrain, such as a ledge or an obstacle, can keep the eddy stationary and induce this parabolic shape. When the eddy is stationary for a long time, it can carve its shape very accurately into the bedrock. This takes very powerful current speeds, however, and the vibration of the vortex could have even caused the ground to shake. In these violent conditions, hydraulic plucking of solid bedrock is very possible. So when a piece of rock is plucked, it will make an area that can hold a reverse eddy, thus allowing the surface to be carved in the exact shape of this parabolic vortex. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Because the vortex wraps around and is now in line with the current, it is now a horizontal vortex. This phenomenon is most easily seen in a barreling wave. This is a key feature studied in fluid dynamics. We can see that the type of erosion it makes is a smooth, rounded rut. This is commonly misinterpreted as glacial grooves from rocks at the bottom of a glacier. When a horizontal vortex glances down into the bedrock, it will create a flute. This has a characteristic rounded front where the vortex enters or exits. A glacier definitely can't make that. And vertical vortices create potholes, which are found all over these areas. And are ridiculously massive.